Why are we here? It's because we are
preparing outstanding warriors with wisdom to overcome and win.
Hi, I'm Ben.
I'm TJ.
It's Tuesday the 27th, and welcome to POWWOW. Our student athletes of the week are Ashley Espinoza for placing 3rd in varsity state,
And Karina Perez placing 9th in state.
So, our student spotlight is the varsity soccer team for making the playoffs this year.
Our birthdays are Sagoon
Aloysius,
and Michael Emilio.
happy birthday. And congratulations to Brady Becker for helping Miss Palachi pack up. Congratulations to Brady Becker for Congratulations to Brady Becker for helping Miss Palachi pass out books.
Also, thank you to Kaya and Kayleen for cleaning up the cafeteria.
And now, over to Miss Peterson for her message initiative.
Hey everybody, Mrs. Peterson here, and today in POWWOW, I'm going to talk to you about something called initiative. So follow along with me if you will. What is initiative? Well, initiative, a beginning, a first move, a new development, a fresh approach to something, a new way of dealing with a problem. It also is the ability to act first or to act on one's own. Initiative. That's what I'm going to be talking about. And hopefully I will encourage you to take initiative in your life, even today. Here we go. What is initiative? Well, it's the ability to judge what needs to be done and take action, especially without suggestion from other people. So whenever I think of the word initiative, I always think of the Avengers, one of the original ones, when Nick Fury talks to Iron Man and says, "I've been thinking about starting something. It's called the Avengers Initiative." And here's a quote. There was an idea to bring together a group of remarkable people, so when we needed them, they could fight the battles that we never could. And this is kind of how the Avengers started, with this small group. And for so long, that's what it was. But as you guys well know, the Avengers kind of ended with a much larger group, right? I mean, look at this. This has pretty much every character that's in any of the Avenger movies. Captain America, Nick Fury, like we said, also Black Panther, Iron Man, Hulk. Then we've got some ladies. We've got Black Widow. We've got Agent Carter. We've got, so many people represented here. And don't forget, one of my very favorite characters, Lewis, right there from Ant-Man. It started with just a few, and then in the end game, all these people came together to take initiative to do what was right. But I'm not a superhero, and I don't think you're a superhero. So what does initiative mean in our lives? Well, it's readiness and ability in initiating action. So who do I think of when I think of somebody who's ready and has the ability to initiate action? Well, I think about first responders. I think about people who have volunteered to serve in our armed forces. Here's SWAT. All different armed forces here. I think about firemen and policemen and women who have chosen with their life to take the initiative, to take the training that they need in order to step forward and in so many cases save lives. And I'm thankful for them. But what else is initiative? An introductory act or step, a leading action. So taking the step to doing it. You can think about it all you want, but if you don't take the step to do it, you don't have that initiative. And where does this come to me? be effective, take initiative. And I have a little video that I want you to see. And I want you to know this is a story of something that's happening right here in Arlington. And some of you have probably heard of it. But I want you to know the lady in this video started this organization after she had already been a missionary overseas for years and years and years. And then she came home and she started what we call, or what is called, Missionarlington. So I want you to watch how, and listen, how she took initiative in the culture around her to serve others. Right, here we go.
6.8 million visitors spend an estimated $396 million in Arlington every year. The city of Arlington has one of the richest economies in Texas. It houses popular attractions such as the new Cowboys Stadium, Rangers Stadium, Six Flags Over Texas, and Hurricane Harbor. However, in the midst of such wealth, the need of the poor is blatantly obvious. Mrs. Tilly Bergen has founded a faith-based charity called Missionarlington to meet that need.
Missionarlington hosts about 1,000 people a day that come through the front room and need furniture, clothes, medical, looking for things. Maybe houses just burned down. One lady came, her son was just murdered. Can y'all do a funeral for us?
Missionarlington began August 1st, 1986 with the founding of faith-based meetings in apartment complexes across Arlington.
And then you realize as you were teaching, the folks that we were working with were hungry and didn't have food. And so we just couldn't say, well, we're going to teach you the Bible and pray for you. Hope you get food. And so we took food out of our own pantry and we paid electric bills out of our own pockets, and then people began to want to help and it began to grow. And so today we have 306 different congregations. We hear stories of folks, you know, they may have gotten their dentures at the dental clinic and that helped them get a job, and they have their new blue suit on, their new shoes, and that has brought confidence in them. This lady was talking to us. She worked for about a month and then lost her job, but when she came back she said, I'm confident now I can get another job. She had her dignity back. Her own life had changed because the needs were different, and she was giving back to people. We have a 3% administrative cost, and that's because people give, so we can keep giving. Businesses, corporations, individuals, children, you'll see a child with a lemonade stand, and the Eagle Scout came in and they were collecting pillows for us. Our focus is to help the people, keep the monies going to the people where it really makes a difference. We want to help a person at a point of need in their life, and they love it because then they feel their self-worth, they know they have their dignity back, and it's worth everything to see folks when they're happy and when they leave here that we want them to be happy.
Tilly Bergen and Missionarlington are just one example of how real people can make real change. This is Trey Swayze reporting for Grassroots News.
Okay, so some of you have heard of Missionarlington. Some of you I know have volunteered there. And I just wanted you to see what an amazing organization is right here in our midst, literally less than 5 minutes from the school. So initiative, what does that mean? Guess what? Get involved. Get involved. Yes, it's true. We have WIN hours at school, and you're supposed to do 30 hours a year. 20 of them are supposed to be in some sort of capacity of a job, or you're learning a job skill with someone. But 10 of those are any volunteer hours that you want. You can volunteer at Missionarlington. You could volunteer with your youth group or help a community event. Of course, we'd be wearing masks right now, but you can still volunteer. You could help at a food bank, and Missionarlington has a food bank as well. Or just be together and work and make a difference in your community. I want to go ahead and show you that there are some things that are available for you right now with Missionarlington, if that's something that you're interested in. And I have, here we go. It's a little video I put together. So initiative, help at Missionarlington. Fall Festival, which is the 31st, you guys, from 12 to 4, they need volunteers to help. Also, they have Thanksgiving that's coming up. And December 12th through 22nd is their Christmas store. And what they need for the Christmas store, they need people to provide gifts for the children. Up to 17, you can bring unwrapped gifts, or you could drop by wrapping paper and tape. They need that as well. You could volunteer at the Christmas store. My family has done it, and it's super special. My youth group has as well. Volunteers are needed anytime the store is open to receive and help organize the gifts, stock the store, and help the people as they're coming through. So they just say, come on down anytime the store's open. But if you want to plan ahead, they definitely need help, because before opening days, they need people to help organize. And this summer, even with COVID, our youth group volunteered at Missionarlington. We all had our masks on, and we all did some cleaning out of some storage bins and packing of some food. They always need help down there. You guys take the initiative to get up, get out, and serve other people. What is initiative? It's one's personal, responsible decision to act for yourself, to act in your own initiative. So I believe in the Bible, and I wanted to bring this scripture out because I think that whether you believe in the Bible or not, there is something that matters to you. In Timothy 4:12, it says, don't let anyone look down on you because you're young, but set an example for believers in speech and conduct and love, faith, and purity. You go out and make a difference. Do it. Don't let anybody look down on you because you want to make a difference, because you want to start something, right? Now I want to talk to you about initiative of some young people, all right? These are young people who took the initiative to start their own business. And it just amazes me what people come up with. So these first two are sisters, Carolyn and Isabel Burkaw, and they created a bath bomb called Da Bomb. Started when they were 11 and 12, and now you guys, they're in 1,800 Target stores. And right now they're 17 and 18. This young man, Keenan, when he was 15, he founded, actually when he was younger, he founded this organization called Kids for Community, and he wanted to go out and volunteer, but no one would take young volunteers. So he went and he started in San Diego. He started a volunteering organization for people younger than 15. I mean, for younger than 18-year-olds. And through it, he's actually raised over $1 million for homeless people and causes for that. Okay, so his isn't necessarily a business, but it's a nonprofit organization. Let's see what else. If you don't recognize this young man, his name is Corey Neves, and he is the founder and CEO of Mr. Corey's Cookies. He started selling little hot chocolate made from those little packets. He was selling them for $1 or $2, and then he thought, oh, I could make some more money if I made cookies. So he and his mom did some research, and it took him a couple months, and he came up with a cookie recipe that he thought was awesome. And at 6, he started doing this. So he wanted to help raise money to help his mom buy a car because he was tired of being on the bus. He said, I wanted to help my mom. He searched online for the perfect recipe. I just said this, and after 3 months, and he found the perfect chocolate chip cookie. To this day, he's 15, and his company has 14 flavors, and they're in a lot of different places. Further on in the article, it says he thinks he's going to take a break when he goes to college of the cookie business and then maybe start another business up later. So he learned how to do it. This young man in Colorado, RJ Duarte, is the founder of Greenworks Landscaping, and he, when he was young, mowed lawns. And then what he did is he started expanding his business and getting other young people to work with him. And now his company owns 4 trucks and 12 to 15 people work for him, and he's 19. Here's some young women who have done some pretty interesting things. Raya is the founder of Smart Cane. She was tired of seeing her grandmother, who was blind, having hard times, and she thought, how come nobody's made any new canes in the longest time? So she, in high school, she came up with this smart cane that actually has like sensors that detect, and it can also memorize paths that people took, tell them, and keeps them from hitting things. And she's 16. And this Erin Smith is the founder of Faceprint, and she noticed that when people with people with Parkinson's disease, when they laughed, they had a certain face when they laughed, and she thought she saw that in more than one person. And so she came up with this program that reads the people's faces, and it has like an 88% recognition of pre-Parkinson's disease in people. She was in high school when she made it. You guys, these are all different ways that young people have taken initiative. But this one right here, I think this is my super favorite. These are 2 brothers, all right, Brandon and Sebastian Martinez. And they started a company called Are You Kidding Socks? And the youngest one right here, Brandon, when he was really little, he went to a school where they just wore either white or black socks. And every time he'd get into the car after school, he'd pull out his extra pair of socks and put them on. And then he started designing socks. And then his brother helped market it. And now they've got tons of socks, to sell socks all the time. And now they're actually doing some socks to raise money for charity socks. You can actually look them up on Good Morning America. It's a fun interview. You guys, they all had one thing in common. They had a passion for something. Even the little boy with the cookies, he had a passion to help his mom buy a car. So what do you have passion about? What can you take initiative with? I have a little story to tell you. And this is one thing that kind of helps me remember at times that I've got to do the hardest thing first. And one of the hardest things sometimes is just take initiative and get started. But a lot of times, if you tackle the biggest thing first, then the other things come and they're a lot easier. So, what would you say if I gave you $1 million if you would eat 3 things for me? If you had to eat all 3, you had to eat everything. What would you say? Well, let's take a look. Here we go. Take a breath. $1 million, step 1. Okay, so you got to eat this frog here. So you start and you're like, $1 million, I can do this. You start and you kind of crunchy and you get it in and you're like, whew, all right. All right, what's next? What's next, Miss Peterson? Well, let's see. Get ready. Well, it's this frog here. This is bigger. It's bigger. Now I'm looking at it. I had a hard time with the first one. $1 million? Okay, I'm going to try it. All right, you got it down, but you're not feeling all that great. So I say, okay, here comes the $1 million if you can get this last one. Are you ready? Yeah. African bullfrog, y'all. Those are big. It would be so much easier if the first one you opened up was the big frog, and then you went to the medium and you went to the small. Now, if you really want that $1 million, you're going to go for it. It's just going to be a lot harder to eat the big frog last. So what's the point? Eat the big frog first. Take the initiative. Do the big thing first. Make a point to do it. Go for it, you guys. It's going to make a difference in all that you do. Initiative. Here's a few last thoughts about what a few people have thought about initiative. You don't have to be great to start. but you have to start to be great. That's Zig Ziglar. Here's another one. Students must have initiative. They should not be mere imitators. They must learn to think and act for themselves and be free. Cesar Chavez. And this one I just love. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. Mark Twain. Take the initiative. Start by doing what's necessary, then what's possible, and suddenly you're doing the impossible. And that is St. Francis of Assisi. So remember, eat the big frog first, take the initiative, get started on whatever your passion is about, whatever you need to do, get started. And don't forget, eat the big frog first. All right, I love you. I miss you already. Go out and change your world for the better, even at home. Take care, everybody.
We have a football game this Friday, 7:30, against Founders Classic Academy.
Basketball tryouts are this Thursday, October 29th.
See Coach De La Cruz if you are interested in tennis or golf.
And if you have any And if you have any photos to submit for Veterans Day of your loved ones, you can find the link at www.newmanacademy.org.
Radio and television journalism will be starting soon with Mr. POWWOW. Check with Miss Lewis and Miss Rice if you're interested.
The retakes for your senior pictures will be Monday, November 9th. And now, onto the school song.
May God bless our school as we march to our tomorrows and stand tall today with love, faith, and hope. We rise to build our nation with wisdom, stature, and favor. May God bless our school today.